Bobby's breakdowns, where knowledge grows, entertaining us all as the excitement flows. From films to wrestling, he's the pro.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns coming at you with another stream. Happy Thursday morning to you all. Now, this is an important one. This is a guy that I've got to know over the last year. Actually, maybe like a year and some change now, actually, now that I think about it. This dude's awesome. He's been on the channel before. Please welcome him back with open arms. My boy from Claim to Fame Season 3, Danny. What's up, buddy?
Damn, what an intro. Damn. Sammy was getting freaky in that intro. Woo! My boy was getting wild. That's lit.
my editor added that, and he didn't tell me he did. So the first time that it popped up, it scared the living crap out of me.
Perfect. Wonderful.
I'm like,
mission accomplished.
I'm like, what is up? Oh,
Right.
man. So it's been a year since you've been on the channel. How you been, buddy?
Oh, man, can't complain, man. You know, just been working, doing my thing.
Yep.
You know, working on a few things here and there, but, you know, trying to stay grounded. School just started for the kids.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
life.
man.
Life is life.
Life is funny like that sometimes. Yeah, man. School.
Absolutely.
You got some projects working on. We'll talk about that in the later on if you would like.
Right.
And yeah. So, man, I gotta be honest with you. I was bummed there was no Claim to Fame Season 4 this summer.
Yeah, you know, I think they needed to take a break. You know, they had the whole that reunion tour, the whole Frankie coming out and all of that. So they're working on a lot. They're doing a lot. They're always, you know, they're workhorses. So you can't blame them. I think it's gonna. I think there should be talks about me claiming the next season.
Okay.
Let's just throw that in the air. There's actually no talks at all about that.
You got to find another famous
I
relative,
just
though.
started. Right.
The cat's kind of out of the bag.
Maybe it could be me and like somebody from like a different season, and we could be the new host.
It's still so crazy.
Come on, Kinetic.
Yeah. I can't remember which Jonas brother it was. I think it was Kevin, but it could have been Frankie. I could be completely wrong. They said something along the lines of they think it's coming back in the future.
Right.
They I don't know if it's this year, but they were like, but they think maybe they need time to find people. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's that. I just think that I just really think that they're like super busy. You know what I mean? Like with the tour, with the movie that's coming out, they're gonna have to do. You know.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
I didn't. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. These dudes, they're always working. It's crazy. It's like the ethic is wild. You have to appreciate it.
No, listen.
For sure.
My brother saw them about probably a month ago at this point at MetLife. Not MetLife.
Fire.
Yeah, MetLife. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these dudes are still going. And then I see a Jonas Brothers Christmas, and I'm like, what?
And then I heard that they're about to do a rock. What is it? Summer camp? What is it? Rock 3? Rock band 3? What is that?
Camp
like,
Rock.
Another banger for the streets.
Yeah. Camp Rock 4? 3?
People can't wait. They love it.
Yeah. I think Camp Rock was a little after my Disney days.
I know nothing about that.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't want to age you, but yeah.
I'm sorry. I have no clue what that was. But, you know, people love it.
Listen, if people want to see it, listen, I saw people going crazy over the Jonas Brothers, and I'm like,
fuck it. Let's go to camp.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen, they're all. I saw them on stage. All right, let me try to figure it out. Camp Rock 3. Confirmed. Plot
3, not 1, not 2, but 3. That's how you know it's hot.
So 1 came out in 2008. I was 12.
Whoa.
And 2 came out in 2010.
Great.
So yeah.
That's fire.
I mean,
Never seen one of them. I'm sorry, guys. My fault.
Truthfully, I don't know if I've ever seen any of the Camp
I've
Rocks.
also never seen any of the High School Musicals either.
I've
Is that a thing?
unfortunately
Was
seen
that a
those.
thing?
Yes, yes. I've unfortunately seen those.
There it is.
To
There
my
it is.
and yeah, I don't think I've seen Camp Rock. And to my sister-in-law, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry. You're probably disgusted. Um, but
Wow.
yeah, I don't remember truthfully.
Right.
We
For
got
sure.
we got a comment. Ryan, where did you get the Mammoth shirt? Yeah, my dad went
Dope.
to Utah about 2 months ago. About 2 months ago now? Yeah, 2 months
Must
ago,
have
and
been sick.
he brought home, yeah. Well, I'll be in Utah in about a month. I'll tell you about that trip in a minute.
Oh, nice, dude.
So, he brought home Utah Mammoth shirts for everyone, and I'm like, yeah, let's rep it today. Why not? It's a cool shirt.
Absolutely. Dope.
So yeah, the trip I'm going on a month from yesterday, we leave. So I'm gonna give the full rundown here. On October 10th, I'm flying to Dallas. It's a Friday.
Okay. What's going on out there?
Saturday, October 11th, I'm watching Oklahoma play Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Oklahoma's my favorite college football team.
My God.
Get ready. It gets a lot more crazier. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Saturday night, I fly to Las Vegas.
Yes. Give me more.
I've never been. Have you?
Don't lose yourself. No. But
Okay.
I hear it gets nuts. And I hear
Well,
the
yeah.
buffets are absolutely tremendous.
That's crazy. Oh man. So I am going to see on Sunday afternoon their time. I'm seeing the Raiders play the Titans at Allegiant Stadium. I'm a football stadium kind of guy, so I'm trying to knock off as many as I can.
Yes. Yo. That's so crazy because I literally pitched an idea like that to Shane from the show. Like, yo, we should just do a show where we travel from stadium to stadium. And we do challenges for who gets better seats.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You could be behind dugout or you could be in the nosebleed.
I'll give you a secret. Now, this works at wrestling shows. I don't know if this will work at sporting event shows, but a few of my friends have bought the worst seats to a wrestling show. Like they're behind a pole, and then they're like, "Hey, I can't."
Switcheroo.
And then they're like, "Hey, I can't see anything," and they'll upgrade you right there to a much better seat.
What is this? I paid $140 for this pole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they bought it on purpose, and then they bought it.
Genius.
Yeah, I was like, huh, okay.
I didn't know about this pole here.
Yeah, when obstructed view, what does that mean?
No, I can't have that.
So where did I leave off? All right, so on Sunday evening, we're gonna spend, and this is me and my dad, by the way. We're gonna spend some time in Vegas. There's a John Wick experience. Have you seen those movies or no?
Absolutely. I even saw the spinoff on the Continental. Ballerina was kind of cool too.
Yeah, Ballerina. Even though Keanu was only in it for like 5 minutes, but that's cool.
But you know, it's like a interval movie. It's like in between 2 and 3, I think.
Yeah,
because she sees him, or is it 3 and 4? Because she sees him when he goes to talk to the Russian lady.
Yeah.
Right? And that was like in between. I don't know where it was in between, but I definitely know it was in a John Wick movie.
Yeah. Well, sure. I think that scene when he's talking to the Russian lady is probably my favorite part because whatever she says translates to all this over a dog.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it was my dog, because that's what the whole John Wick thing is.
Like, that's murdering my son. Like, what are you doing? Are you mad? That's something like, I have to murder you now.
Yep.
I have to go on a revenge spree all through downtown LA.
We're gonna get sidetracked a little here, but the John Wick movies, it's amazing how, like, 1 was amazing, and then two was a little better than 1, 3 was a little better than 2, and then 4 was better than 3. It's like, how do you people?
It's the choreography, really. It's like, you know what I mean? They make it look so real, the contact and everything. I think that's been a lot of what's missing in a lot of movies because we've been just getting a lot of Marvel movies really lately. I think a lot of
Yeah,
originals have came out though this year that are pretty good.
yeah. I'm as a big Marvel fan. I'm like, yeah, but we
Oh no, absolutely. Fantastic
there's so
Four was dope as hell.
I
Thunderbolts was dope as hell.
yep. What'd you think of Superman? It's not Marvel, but
Damn man, you know I keep trying to give DC like it's hard because I want DC to be just like Marvel, but I think it's hard because DC is so dark. You know what I mean? DC is way darker than Marvel. I think Marvel is more bubbly. And I
oh
think
yeah,
there's
for
a
sure.
lot of darker tones in DC movies that are hard to cover and hard to portray in film. You know, but I love to watch what they try to do. I thought it was all right. I think it could have been a lot more. I think, it was a lot of just,
I was not a
yeah, you know
fan.
what I mean? It was just a lot of like bullshit, kind of. Like even
Yeah,
the
I
fight scenes were like, all right.
mm,
Okay, who's it gonna like? What Lex is in a? Hey, A. What the fuck is this? Gene Hackman will be turning in his grave.
mm, yep,
But it was a good movie.
yeah. I gave it like a 5 out of 10. I wasn't. I've seen worse,
Right, absolutely,
but
way
I was
worse.
like, I was just so let down. But it made a lot of money. They
Right for
announced a
the budget
sequel.
though, that's
Yeah,
crazy. It's like when you think about the budget that they spent on that.
yeah. So and then what else? Oh, have you watched Peacemaker?
Oh yeah, I've been watching Peacemaker. I like to see Peacemaker is what they should be putting on screen, man.
Yep, yep.
Like the
Agre-
violence, the darkness, the sadistic. You know what I mean? Like dude is having orgies and he's just sitting there not having fun. Like
that,
whoa,
that scene blew my mind. I was
so
like,
many dongs for no reason. I'm like, what
yep,
is this?
yep. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, huh,
Like, geez, 28 days
okay.
later, right? Jesus.
I haven't seen that movie yet, but I heard there's a lot.
I
I heard there's a lot.
think I got a text or something like, yo, don't watch 28 days later.
Yeah, like
That's a
I
lot
just
of
heard it and I'm
boings. A lot of
like
boings in
that's
there.
that's
Cool.
interesting. Okay, but yeah, Peacemaker is killing the
Zombie,
game.
like, yeah, Peacemaker's been on a tear right now. I
Yeah,
just saw, what else did I just see? I seen Weapons. I've
dude,
seen,
Weapons was so good.
it was crazy though. Like, it's like, you think, you go into it thinking it's going to be like a horror, but it's really like a witch movie, right? You
Yep.
know what I mean? So that twist, and the first time you see her face is sick.
Ooh.
Like it was just like, oh, what the fuck was that? That's a human. And I just saw Together too. Together was
Oh, that's with
Together. Yeah,
Allison Brie and Dave
and
Franco, right?
Franco. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
weird.
You
It's a
know what
weird
movie
one.
I'm really excited about? It comes out in like 3 weeks now, I think. The Smashing Machine with The Rock.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that. Yeah, for sure. I need to see that. This has been
That
getting a lot of, and I like Sadafi. He made Uncut Gems, which is
fantastic movie.
crazy. Especially that's a real New York gritty movie.
Yep.
Like everything about it is straight New York. That's
Yep.
exactly how the Diamond District is and rolls. So be careful out there, guys. If you want to get out, you want to go out there and start blinging it up. Just know what happens.
Yep.
You come on street, try to look good. My collar keeps turning up. God damn
You good, bro? Don't worry.
it.
All right, let's get back to this trip. So we're gonna go see the John Wick experience.
Yes.
There's a Packers bar out there.
Mm.
Packers themed bar, and I'm like, I gotta hit that. Like,
Oh,
I gotta
fuck.
hit that.
Home.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome. So Monday morning, we fly to Atlanta
Right. I need a
to see.
cheese head, by the way.
I have mine somewhere. I might have to. All right, I can. I think I can. Well, I don't know if they'll sell cheeseheads in Vegas. I just realized. I'm like, oh yeah, Packers.
Right.
Like, I'm like, wait a minute. No. The one I have is from the Wisconsin airport from when I was 9.
Oh, dope.
So it's a
Nostalgic.
little small. little small, but I gotta
Alright,
keep it,
boy.
you know.
Alright, boy.
Oh, what do we got here?
There's your yo, This is my Bodini. He's the greatest escape artist this side of the East Coast. Go ahead, Bobby. Go.
I love that. I love that. So,
Like, how did he get out here? He's like, yo, what's up?
they're creative. He wanted to make an appearance on the stream. I don't
That's
blame him
cool.
one bit.
I'll
Yeah,
let him.
no. Yeah. What else? All right, so if we fly to Atlanta, Monday night we see the Bills play the Falcons on Monday Night Football. So I get to see Josh Allen.
What a run.
Tuesday,
Yikes.
we fly back to Colorado.
The jet lag is going to be sick.
Yep, to see the Four Corners.
Mm.
And then we're going to be in Arizona for like a day or two, see the Grand Canyon, see the Pat Tillman statue.
Wow.
Thursday, we fly to Ohio to see the
Nice.
Steelers, your boy Aaron Rodgers, play the Bengals on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, yeah, see him fucking throw a gem, right?
I hope so. That'll probably be the last time I get
Yo,
to see him
like,
play.
what the fuck? Like, he was, like, the whole time he was in New York, right? Just injured, right? The whole time.
Most of it, I mean, a good chunk of it, yeah. Half
Soon
of
as
it,
he
actually.
leaves. Right? On
He-
Sports Center.
He was motivated. He said it. He's like, yeah, a few of them said I couldn't play, so I had to show them up.
Whatever, man.
Weird. Dude is strange. I'll give yeah.
He's weird.
So yeah, we see the Bengals play the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. Friday morning we fly home. 4
And then
games
back-
in 7 days, 6 flights in 7 days, or something
That's
like that.
rough. But that's gonna be so fun.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna record
Yeah.
like everything. I'll be like, yo, I'm in this
Absolutely.
I'm in the Las Vegas airport. Like I'm at Allegiant Stadium, you know, that kind of thing. Like
That's all the yo, that's gonna be so much content.
yep.
Like it's gonna
Yeah,
be so crazy.
It's gonna be a video for sure. It's gonna be a movie for sure.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
I'm excited, man. We like booked this in like May, and it's like
It's
holy
time.
moly, it's like a month away.
And it's time.
It's time. It's time. Veda, time.
Damn.
Oh, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Right.
Dude.
For sure.
All right, so where were you when the news broke about Hogan?
Wow, man.
I remember exactly where I was.
I think I was home with my wife, and we just looked at it. I didn't believe it at first because I was like, yeah, right. Because I think he was just at an event. And promoting, I think it was like American beer or something.
Oh,
like,
yeah, or his promotion that I don't know if that's still going.
It's tough, you know, like he put the wrestling game on his back and ran with it, you know, and it's hard. It's a hard loss for the for the wrestling community in general.
Yeah.
No matter what your take is.
Yep, exactly.
You know, no matter what it is, dude, like it's still Hogan.
I was on vacation. That morning, I looked at my phone, and I was like, I'm not going to need this for the next few hours. Let me leave it here.
Right.
Little did I know. So we're playing a game, like a trivia game on vacation. All of a sudden, the one dude gets on the microphone, and he's like, oh, for those of you that are interested. And I'm like, he's like, oh, Hulk Hogan has passed away. And I'm like, what? Like, I shot up out of the chair. I'm like, what?
Right.
I was like, what do you, I'm like, that's Hulk Hogan. He, like, I thought he was immortal. Like,
like it's crazy. Like, I still have his toy, like, released 1985 Hogan statuette that he's like, Hoganing. Like, you know, like, dude. Yes, I understand that, you know, people could be douchebags outside of work.
Of course.
Like, absolutely. Like, yeah, he did dickish shit. He was a dick.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, everybody does dick shit. But he's still a grandfather to somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's still someone's dad.
Brother.
Father.
Well, he's everybody's brother.
Everybody's brother. Everybody. He has so many Hulk. You know what I mean? I was eating vitamins because of this dude.
We're still waiting on the DNA test for the amount of brothers
Like
he has. But
what? Like
yeah.
it's unfathomable. It's millions and millions of Hulkamaniacs.
Dude, I got back to the room and I was like, I wonder how much my phone is blowing up. So I get
That's
back
a
to the room.
crazy loss, bro. That shit is nuts. I still can't like because it was so just random. Like
Yep.
what the fuck? Like he was
And
doing that bad, and then the way
it
Flair reacted afterwards, Flair was like all crying, and
yep.
that was
It's
crazy.
I got back to the room. I checked my phone. I'm like, all right, let's see. 80 text messages, 5 missed calls.
Damn, people had
One
stuff to
one
say.
one of the texts was from my group chat. So I'm like, all right, let me take those away. It was still 50 messages from 50 different people.
Wow,
Because like they know I'm a massive fan. They were like, dude.
absolutely.
They were like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And then like 2 days later, Ozzy was gone, or 2 days earlier, Ozzy was
Like
gone,
what the hell? Like
and it
that?
was just like,
It's been a rough year. A
yeah.
lot of
I was
people
like,
have been passing, man. Yeah,
yeah,
RIP to everyone who's passed and their families. You
yeah,
know,
man,
no matter what it is, you know, somebody's gone forever.
yeah, yep. It's been a wild time recently, without getting into too many details, of course.
Right.
But yeah, man. So let's get off the sad stuff a little bit.
Let's divert.
Yeah. So
Let's punch it up. Let's punch it up a little bit.
that trip, I'm still excited for. And hey, if you haven't seen Claim to Fame season 3, first of all, what are you doing?
Right now
That's
I'm working. I'm trying to start a literacy, like a financial literacy program with my brother and cousin.
I
We've
love
been
it.
trying to start a little podcast to try and help
Love it.
inner city kids learn more about
It's awesome.
um, budgeting and saving and things like that for the future. Because you know, growing up in the city, in the inner city as a kid, we didn't have nothing based on anything that dealt with finances. You know, nobody was there like, you know, save up, you know, make sure you have money for when you're older. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really knows how much a coffin costs until it's too late.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And I just want everybody to be ready as a whole. Like, why not have this as a mandatory class, at least in the school system? You know, like everybody makes money, everybody gets money, everybody touches, handles money. Everybody should know how to handle stocks. Everybody should know how to handle their finances. You know what I mean? So I've been really mostly working on that, obviously, besides work. That's like my passion project, if you might say.
love it.
It's definitely hard to get people to listen to it because
I'll give it a
nobody
listen.
wants to, everybody wants to see you doing good, but never better than them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, if, like, why give you financial advice so you could thrive and take more money out of my pocket? You know, the whole point of what I'm trying to manifest here is just something that's gonna help the future, bro. That's it.
I
You know
feel
what I
you.
mean? Everybody wants money. Everybody needs money to live, bro. If nobody knows how to manage it, how are we gonna survive?
Yeah, I agree. Hey,
You know what I mean?
boy Ryan, my editor, he said if you need a logo for the podcast, let me know, or
Oh,
let me
dope.
know.
Sounds good.
He does good work, so
Oh,
or let
nice.
me know, and I'll let him know, and
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we're
yeah,
definitely we're in the beginning stages, so we're just shooting around. We're just doing a lot of recording and trying to
okay.
cut it up so you know it looks decent enough to put out there so people could learn something. You know, yeah, we want to do like current events and stuff like that, but we want to do a spin where like it spins back to finances.
Of course,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, we could talk about sports. We could talk about, we could be like, yo, the Utah Mammoth are killing it right now, but their finances and then stock right now are high. You know, maybe you might want to invest in their company or in their brand or, things like that. It's
Yeah,
not like advice because we try not to advise people because we don't want
yeah,
people to be like, yo, you told me to do this
yeah, yep,
and I'm broke.
yep.
You know what I mean? So I'm be like, yo, listen, you could do it at your own accord. I don't want you to
Yep.
think that we're telling you to do this and you're going to be a multimillionaire overnight, but it's a grind, just like everything is in life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going to be given to you. Everything is going to be a hustle. So it depends on just what you want to hustle for. And I think it's a good thing that I'm thinking of trying to do based on, like what I'm working on or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Hmm. Do you know
Yeah.
like where it would go? Like what streaming platforms or not streaming platforms? What
I don't know.
podcast
I was thinking
platforms?
about this. I was thinking about like actually StreamYard, and then there was a couple other that was thrown in the air. We don't know which way we're going right now. Like I said, we're just real raw. We just have a lot of content on film, nothing cut up. We only did like six
That's cool.
minutes cut out of the whole hour that we did. So we're trying to figure it out because really it's just us, three regular dudes that just want things to be different. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
feel you.
Or try, at least
Hmm? Trying to change the world. I like that.
a little bit. One bank
Hey,
account at a time.
if you could help one person, it's all worth it, in my opinion,
You
man.
know what I mean? Like, yeah. Oh, I can't. Like to hear people thrive and come up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you told me to do this and we came up. Yo, I told you we came up, baby.
I love that. Yeah, but I love that. I'm on IMDb right now, and I came across this guy's IMDb page, Niall Zayas. You know him?
Who is that?
he's
Who is that guy?
got one filmography. It's a claim to fame,
Ah,
and
sounds like a real has been.
nah, bro. And other related news: who has a connection to this Latin music icon?
Oh, snap.
Well, we
Wow.
won't get into it because, like,
Jelly
to be
roll?
completely dude, I will never forget that. I'm sitting in the bar watching SummerSlam 2024. Yeah, it had to be
Yes,
2024.
absolutely.
Yeah, because you
For
were on
sure.
Claim to Fame last summer.
Right.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, hold up.
Who is
I'm
this guy?
like
I had
the
everybody
wheels
stumped
were.
for a minute, though. I had everybody stumped for a little while because I was reading
Yeah,
all the Reddits and everything, and nobody knew. Everybody was going with Jelly. I was like,
yeah.
my plan has worked.
Because I remember there was a jar of jelly on the clue wall,
There was definitely a jar of jelly.
something like that, or grape jelly, and I'm like,
Yeah, the
because I
Concord jelly jar.
now who
Good.
now who was that for again? What? Now I'm
I
trying
think
to.
that was the curveball because I looked like Jelly Roll.
Because
So I think they threw that because that's why I told them. I was like, I want everyone to think that that's who I'm related to.
hmm.
So I
Well,
guess they used that and threw that on the wall.
because I remember last year when I first watched, I hear, oh, I'm related to a wrestler. And, like, I shot forward. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this is interesting. Okay.
Like
Because
maybe,
my parents looked at me. They were like a wrestler. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, we
right.
might be. I'm like,
I was trying
okay.
to go like the original wrestler I was trying to go for was Dusty. I was trying to
Yeah,
go
I can
for the
see it.
Dusty, the twang, like it's
Hey,
villain
baby.
season, it's backstabbing season. You know what I mean? Like things like that.
Hey, baby. Hey,
It
baby.
didn't, you know. Uh,
The son of a
listen,
plumber, the
listen,
grandson of a plumber.
listen here, Daddy. I am the greatest, and Ric Flair wearing that cashmere sweater.
Ooh. But
Relax, Daddy.
if you could have been related, like who would have pulled that out? Like the
That's what
only
I'm
way you
saying.
would have got eliminated was if you guessed wrong.
Right. Which absolutely is what happened.
That damn that damn Blake Shelton.
Like and it's so crazy because they're literally the same height.
Yep.
Like
So yeah,
that's a curveball. That's a curveball.
in my mind, and I'm not even trying to. My mind first went to Trace Atkins.
Legit.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because the microphone on the wall made me think of the voice
The
and
voice.
made me think
Yeah.
of Blake. So I'm
Yeah.
like, that it has to be. That was a good. They did that right with the wall, because that definitely got my ass for
Because
sure.
because honestly, I always forget Blake Shelton is that tall. That's what
Right,
led me to Trace. Because I'm
right,
like, how many of these dudes are that tall?
right. There's only like a hand few, that are really like
Yeah,
6'6". Like, you
yeah.
could be a small forward, brother.
Yeah, like what are you doing
What are
singing?
you doing singing? You
You
could have 20-10 games every night.
yeah, you picked the wrong career, brother. It's like
You're
when
doing bad, brother. You're
it,
doing bad.
it's like people. It's like when we find out Michael Myers' height. The Halloween guy. Like,
Yeah, he's
brother,
like 6'8".
yeah, brother, you could
He's
have had a whole
you could
basketball
have been
career, but you decided
terrorizing people in the paint. You're
you
terrorizing me
decided to
in my
pick up a
house.
knife. Yeah,
Pick up a ball.
yeah, and you ain't gonna shit talk him. So like, come on, how?
Because he won't even say nothing. He'll just shoot
Yeah,
it in your face and look at you.
he'll just look at you, just like, yeah, like brother, you picked the wrong career. You just had to pick up a knife and get angry and go after your sister or not sister, whatever it is
That's
they
weird. You're a cuck.
roll with now.
You're a cuck. You're a weird little cuck.
Yeah, bro got angry at I
Like,
don't know
God
what.
damn it, Michael, stop watching your sister.
Yeah. And in the latest ones, it was like, oh, they're not sisters or they're not siblings.
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even watch it. I'm already like
Okay,
over that
so
whole franchise at this point. Because he's always getting killed and she's always killing him. He's always coming back.
come back.
Like,
It,
Jesus.
if you do go to watch it, watch Halloween 2018.
Mm.
You could watch Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is actually like it's a decent movie, but like this is gonna sound messed up, but the kills are awesome.
Mm.
Like
Right.
some of them are like,
That's what we're
ooh,
really watching for, right?
yeah.
We're not
And
watching
then
for the storyline.
yeah, like because like some of the kills like in theater, I'm like, oh, ooh. I'm like, eh.
Nice.
And don't watch Halloween Ends, dude. Just don't. So,
Is this bad?
I walked out of that theater and I'm like,
Damn, that's
I
rough.
waited for this. I'm like, I waited
For you.
this. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
like I just and Halloween Ends has to hold a special place in my heart, unfortunately, because that was the first ever video I did on the channel.
Great.
Yeah, so it's like
Happy anniversary.
yeah, it's about to be 3 years, and I'm like, I want to hate this movie, but like this is like what got me started, and it's
pop
like
lore culture. You have to like and watch every one of them
yeah, I'm like,
forever until eternity. If
yeah,
they drop
well,
another one, guess what? We're gonna go watch it
I'll be there. Yeah,
eventually. Like,
probably.
I'm probably gonna watch it now because now we're talking about it. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, hold
And it's mid September, pretty much.
it's that time. It's
Yeah,
spooky season. We're getting there.
yeah,
Let's just watch it.
yeah. And we have a question. We have a question for you. Have you ever watched Terrifier? Ryan wants to
Oh,
know.
Terrifier, yes.
Have
Art,
you
my
seen all
boy,
three?
Art. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait to watch 3. 3 is gonna be
Okay, I haven't seen any of them.
You talk about kills. Oh my God.
Truthfully, I didn't know what Terrifier was till like 2019.
It's
Like it was
brutal,
so
bro. Yeah,
under the radar.
it's one of those brutal horrors. It's all about slashing.
Yeah.
It's really just a slasher. It's no storyline. Like, nobody knows where Art came from. He's just a killer clown, dude.
I've been in the bar. I've been in the bar with the dude that plays him. It's kind of creepy.
Nice.
Actually.
Is he weird?
No, nice guy from what I
Oh.
gathered, but it's like, oh yeah, you. But I've also been in the bar with the Rob Zombie Halloween. I don't know if you ever saw those.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
The Michael
Those get really
Myers,
gnarly, yeah.
Tyler Maine, who is like 6'8".
Like, who's
I'm like,
yo, go grab me a board.
yeah, that's I'm like, bro, what you doing here? Like, come on.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, like if I accidentally run into him, he's gonna stab me or something.
Like, go grab your basketball and get out of here. Go grab your fucking.
Like, bro, what you doing here? You in the wrong career. Get out.
Stop it. Why are
It's like it reminds me of Resurrection. You ever see that one?
the Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
stopped. It was yeah, Resurrection, and then probably the worst was 20. Age
20.
20.
Oh,
20
H.
with Bust the
Wait,
Bust.
no, Busta is Resurrection.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was probably
Yeah.
the worst
Wait,
one.
you
Yeah,
hated
yeah, yeah.
H2O? I love H2O.
I think H2O was that's when it started.
Mm. Well, actually, The Curse of Michael Myers. That was the Paul Rudd one.
Yeah.
That
I kind of liked almost the Rob Zombie one, almost kind of.
first one's okay.
Yeah, the first one was okay, but then the second one I lost me.
Second one, I'm just like no. Like no.
Mm,
First one was okay. It was
yeah,
passable,
yeah.
but then it
Like it
was
could have
like
got real dark
mm,
and
yeah,
good, but
like
then
Rob
it just
Zombie. Yeah, like
yeah.
Rob Zombie put his wife as Michael Myers' mother, and I'm like,
Cool.
cool, I get that. But then like once she died, it was like, all right, there's no need for her. But then she's like a main part of the second one as a ghost, and it's like, no,
Nice.
this
Ghost.
is not,
Cool.
no, yeah, no, this is not. H2O
It's
is my
already
second favorite one
like it's
in the whole
already
room.
yeah, it's already like mystical enough because he doesn't die. How
Yeah.
much more mystic? Like, what else do you need? Ghosts? You need what else? Come on,
Yeah.
give it up.
Dude,
Just slash somebody.
the
Sorry,
first
that sounded
time,
sick.
the
Jeez,
first time I ever watched Resurrection. Actually, this is the first and last time I've watched Resurrection.
for sure.
So like, I got one Christmas, I got the whole box set, and I we watched it. Not
Oh,
at Christmas, the next October.
that
So we watched
would have been
H2O,
cool
and
too, though.
do you remember how H2O ended?
Was it when he fell off the balcony? Was it that one or
That
was
was
he in?
I think that's the first. She chops his head off
Oh, she said yeah. She chopped his head off in the room. What room? Yeah, I
in the
think I remember
woods or
that.
whatever.
In the
And
woods
I'm
or some
like,
shit.
holy moly, that's an awesome ending. And I get up, and the box set is right on the
And the
shelf.
right.
And I look in there, and I'm like, wait, why is there one more movie?
Yeah,
I'm
how
like,
did he come back after that?
wait.
Like,
And then
because
I
when they
watched
panned
it, and
back,
I'm
his
like,
body was gone, right?
yeah. Or well, he switched bodies with the paramedic and ripped out his vocal cords. I'm like,
Hmm.
so I'm like, I'm watching
They switched
Resurrection, and I'm like,
bodies.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, what?
Fire.
That's an awesome ending. Just chopping the
Yeah.
dude's head off.
And
Because if
and and then switching bodies. Yeah.
that's where we got a little wacky.
That's where it
Mm,
gets fire. They was
that's
like, yeah,
yeah.
print that.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. Like I remember being like, why is there still one more movie in this DVD box set that hasn't been opened yet?
No.
And we watched it, and I'm like, oh no,
It's just
God.
certain things we don't talk about in the culture.
Yep, I watched that movie one time, and I will never watch it again. It's
That's
just,
it.
yeah.
One sitting.
Busta Rhymes was funny, but that was about it.
Congrats to Buster for Lifetime Achievement Award.
Did he actually get one?
Buster, what it is right now. Yeah.
Oh, he did. I didn't even know that. That's why I was like, wait,
Yeah.
really?
That shit is crazy. Like, I really grew up listening to his music and he got it like that's crazy. Congrats to him.
Yeah. You ever see him on The Masked Singer?
Nah,
Go. Just I'll have to send you a link.
that's
As
funny.
soon as this dude started singing, I'm like,
I might have to
wow.
put in an application.
Your uncle might have to put in an application
Nick,
too.
I'll talk to Gabriel and be like, yo, Gabe, put me on.
That would be
Nick, I'm
funny.
trying to sing, son.
Dude, last year, I remember, was it last year? I think it was, no, maybe it was in the spring or the winter or whatever. I remember there was a dude of Spanish roots that came out and started singing. And I'm like, could this be
No.
my boy's uncle? I thought of you right away, and I looked at my mom. I'm like, could this be
Who was
our
it?
friend, Oscar De La Hoya?
Wow, that's
So, I
fire,
mean,
though.
he's not a singer,
Oscar.
but
Right.
the Spanish
Oscar.
roots.
Yeah,
So I
I
looked
fuck
at
with
my
that.
mom. I'm like, could this be our friend's uncle from
That'd be
Claim to
funny. I'll
Fame?
imagine. That would
She's
be
like,
dope.
oh. She's like, that's a good one. I'm like,
That is. He didn't sound too bad then.
no, he didn't. And then
Wow.
what made me figure it out was the fun. They put like an ornament of a boxer dog. And I'm like, oh, that's Oscar. I'm like, that's Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boxer.
Yeah.
If you know, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I figured it out. The judges had no idea. I was like, oh, did I just like, oh, cool. I figured it out. Because I'm like, boxer. Oh, I'm like, Spanish
What kind of
roots,
dog is
Oscar.
that? Right.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
I'm like, it's gotta be Oscar. Oscar didn't sound too bad though. I gotta
That's
give him
fire.
credit. If
I love
you
the
know,
Masked Singer. Yeah,
I
that's
do
always
too.
a good
It
watch.
comes back in January, I believe.
I don't know, how many
Yeah.
seasons is that? 49?
12?
Like, how old is Nick already? Yo, he's gonna have to hang him up soon.
Yeah, another claim to fame alum,
Alum.
Nick Cannon's brother. Hey, I mean,
Shout out to the boys, man.
who did I? So wait, you watched the show then? You watched season 2, right?
Yeah, I tried to catch up on all the.
Hmm.
Prior to getting on the show, I didn't know nothing about the show.
Maybe that's for the best.
You know what I mean?
So me and my brother both watched season 2, and we were going back and forth. He's like, "That's Nick Cannon's brother."
Right.
I'm like, I don't think
When
it
I
is.
saw it, I thought he was, because there was so much speculation about the football. I thought he was related to Marshawn, and
I
then
could
I
see that.
started because he was talking about a lot of football,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So I was like,
he's a big guy, so I think he wanted to
yeah, that too.
play
So
it
I was
off like he was an athlete.
but then I was like, no, I think he's playing like. Once I realized that he was just playing that, I'm like, all right, no, who else could he be? You know what I'm saying? And then I was just lost after that.
My mind. Hello. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can hear myself now. Hold on. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. All right, maybe I'll put it back on. Technical difficulties more, folks. All right, let's try.
We back.
Hello. All right, I don't hear my echo anymore. That's cool.
We're back. All right.
Cool.
Right on.
So yeah, my mind immediately went to, because they showed a burger or something, I remember, or like something good, and you might not even know this. Good Burger.
Yeah, absolutely. Keenan, Kel, classic.
Kel. I was like, that's
Kel Mitchell. Oh, that's a good.
And then,
Oh yeah.
and then they pulled his clue from the wine room, and it just had 12 babies. I'm like, it's Nick Cannon.
Like, right. And it was like Nick. It had, what was it? It was like some. What was the others? I forgot what it was, but definitely the 12 babies definitely gave it away.
12 babies, and it had like the thing he wears during the Masked Singer.
Yeah, like
I
the
don't know what
turban.
you call it.
I think it is a turban. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and
That's
I was like, but as soon as I saw the 12 babies, my brother just looked at me. I'm like,
for sure.
Like I thought I nailed something.
I
was like, my brother's just like, and I'm like,
watch out, Bo. Go.
Oh, the escape artist got back.
Yeah, he's already like roaming around. We're like, yo, what's going on?
He wants his moment in the sun. I gotta give him credit.
Get out of here.
But yeah, like, man, I'm hoping for next season. I was hoping for this fall, because maybe.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. Hopefully, it does come back, and I can't wait to see who gets chosen. I know that it's a strenuous job. I know that they go through like what I heard is that it's like 500 to 1,000 people they go through.
Yeah.
To come down to a final 12, you know, that's not an easy job too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they've been doing it back to back to back. So this will be a nice refresher for them. You know, they'll come back strong, and people are gonna miss it and want it. And who knows what happens? You know, maybe they'll be all stars.
Dude, if they bring you all back, that would be sick.
You know what I mean?
You would have to go into seclusion again, but
oh yeah, that was sickening.
I mean, you wouldn't have to be in it long.
I wasn't in it that long because I was in the top 5, but
yeah. But I mean, if you were to come back,
that's tough. That was probably the toughest part, just being there, because But you know, it's the biz.
Yeah, I mean, dude, because like I from what you told me last year, what
Right.
the seclusion process, like if you got eliminated early, like
Pobrecito. That'll be. You're gonna, cause like I don't. They. It was just an iPad. We couldn't even watch TV and shit. So
mm,
I understand. I'm down for whatever makes good TV.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
well,
Like if that helps people try not to look up. Because people could have been looking things up too whenever they had their phone or TV.
mm,
You could just watch movies and be like, damn, right. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? So
yep.
I get
That's
it, but it's killer
that's how I
for
almost
sure.
caught on to you by watching SummerSlam.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, that is it's tough though, but
Yeah,
I
no, it's not for
I'll
everybody.
do it all over again. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
definitely do it. It was definitely a good time though. Still, it
yeah,
was really
and
the most tough part was really just missing the family and not
yeah,
having them there enjoy that with me.
yeah.
I felt
I
selfish
think
almost.
yeah, I think I remember you telling me like they gave you like one call a day to call home, and you're like,
They
I'm still
gave
alive.
us, they gave us one call period. I think it was like one call. I think it was when was it? It was like two. We was already almost 5 days in, and
They
it
didn't
was
even
like, yo,
let you
here.
call daily.
They didn't. Nah, that was a
Well, they
no
what they
go.
give you a landline that couldn't get traced back.
They gave us the phone. They were like, yo, here's your phone. You have a call. And the whole time on the call, I'm like crying all crazy like a fucking weirdo. And then she's just such a beautiful person though. She had to stand there and watch me and wait for the phone. I'm like, damn, I'm so sorry you had to witness that. It must have been disturbing.
Well, I remember you showed me your book last year, your like book of notes. It
Yeah,
was like a
it's
madman.
yeah. I'm a maniac for sure,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
That was
Yeah,
so funny.
because it's like having ADHD but writing. So I'm like everything that comes into my head, I just write it down. It's just so when anybody reads it, they don't know what gibberish this is. It'll be like Black Swan, and then it'll have the name of someone, and then it'll have like a story that I wrote that reminded me of someone. Like, what does this mean, sir?
It's code. Only you
Don't
understand it, and that's the
don't
most
worry.
important
That's the
part.
whole point. For you to look at that and be like, what does this mean? Exactly. The
I
hell
still
out of here.
remember. I still remember early on in the season three. Uh, Speaking of Halloween, Jamie Lee Curtis's nephew was running all over the place, and
Yo,
I remember
that
you were.
was
I
one.
think you were sitting down, if I remember correctly, and you were like, "Bruh, calm down." Like
Hey,
just you were like,
you gotta
"It's too
chill.
early for this." You
Like
were like,
real, like the game just started.
you, I remember that you were like, "Bruh, you gotta." You do. I think you said you're doing too much.
Like we're just playing the game. We're
Like,
just here having fun. We're just
and
here to
then
have a blast.
the infamous towel over the neck. I remember that.
Right. I was thinking about getting that made. A hat with the sand dune cover. Just have my own line. Woo! The tailgates. You gotta cover that.
I, I mean, I, I would do it. Like I'd buy one, dude.
You know what I mean? Like that. There
Dude,
we go. That's how it
even
starts.
even during like softball when I play in the summers, it's like,
Oh yes, that would be
eh.
killer. Oh yeah. I'm about to look into that. You just solidified it.
Dude. And if you could figure out something with like the back, do that
Yeah,
too.
like
Cause like,
but like something. That's what I really want to do. I want to do like a hat, like a fitted cap,
yeah,
but something that's like probably velcroed on the inside that you can
yeah,
and let it fly, let the
yep.
cape out. You
Because
know what I mean?
dude, I
You know
never
how killer
realized.
that would be? Running the first, and your cape is the fucking.
Dude, it's like I was out there the one time and I had an itch on my back, and I'm like, oh, I felt my back, and
Soaking
oh, is this every week?
every week.
I'm like, this is bad, bro. I'm like,
Like,
what?
how does my back sweat so
Yeah,
much in the
like
middle?
like my shirt is covering it, and it's like, huh, ooh,
Like,
like
why
I
is the
wouldn't
back sweating?
like. if anybody like pats me on the back, I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I'm
Like,
sorry about that.
like at
I love to give my kids hugs when after I do a workout. They hate it. I'm like, that's love.
dude, at my brother's wedding, we were singing, and this was at the end of the night, so it was bad. It was
Nice.
like the middle of July too, so mind you. So
Great.
we're singing Country Roads, and this girl I became friends with,
Nice, dude.
one of the bridesmaids, Francesca. Shout out to you. We're we got
Friend,
our arms.
right.
We got our arms on each other, and she's got her hand on my back, and I'm like,
Nice.
I lean into her, and I'm like,
Right on.
so sorry.
Fuck.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, all right, cool.
We all know that is right.
I'll have to clip this later and send it to her. But I felt so bad because like I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Later.
Yeah,
No,
I was like, I
send her
wouldn't.
the raw cut.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy to touch me back there. And I've been in this soup for like 12 hours now. It's like,
Just back mud. Ugh,
yeah,
I hate it.
yeah. And I was just like, I'm like, I couldn't like just let it go.
I just
I
still
was
don't
like,
understand how the middle of your back could sweat.
dude,
It's like uncanny. I'm not doing sit-ups back there.
dude,
I'm not doing fucking sit-ups.
dude. I've learned. So I came to terms with this like a few years ago. I know when it's too hot because the back and then my lip are dry.
Oh, yeah, what like
Right.
what
And I'm just like, when I feel it, I'm like, all right,
Ah,
summer season's here.
time to go. The humidity. Oh, I hate the
I'm
humidity.
just like, oh, dude, at the wedding. So,
Gross.
I'm.
But you're having a
It's
good time. You know what? You can't
so
just stand there like a
nope.
jerk off.
So
Right.
yeah. So listen to this. So like, I'm running around trying to do whatever for my brother. That's man duties. So my mom was like, "Hey, can you go get grandma and your uncle for pictures?" Sure. So I run in, and I guess my face just became beet red, and I was dripping in sweat.
He's
My
drunk.
no, not my cousin, this 27-year-old girl. She doesn't even say hi to me. She just looks at me and goes, "Can you wipe your face, please?"
Jesus.
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Is it bad?" She's like, "Yes."
Rude.
Yeah, I was like, "Hello to you too, Deanna."
Jesus, D.
Yeah. I'm like,
No, that's
it's
hilarious. Like, did
I'm
you bring
like,
me a napkin?
yeah, I'm like,
Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, it's not exactly, cold
Like,
out there, and
like
I'm
you
not
see
exactly.
me out here struggling. I'm fucking sweating. Bring me a towel or something.
Yeah, I'm just like, and like during not the reception, during cocktail hour, I'm walking around and people are like, "Bro, you good?" Because I'm still beet red and like dripping in sweat. I'm like, "Think so?"
Absolutely not. This is a
Dude,
wedding. I'm supposed to be having fun here. You're putting me to work.
dude, the poor maid of honor. I walked by her at cocktail hour. She's cool. She's great. All of a sudden, I walk by her, and all of a sudden, I feel like her hand grab me, and I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I think so."
So wet.
I'm
So
just like,
wet. So wet.
I'm like, I'm like,
Yo, for real.
like
I get
four
like that
people.
too.
My
Yeah,
my
for
one
sure.
my one friend Abby, she's not one to hide her true feelings and emotions. So she just comes up to me.
Oh
She's like, "You need to
no.
get some water in you now." I'm like, "Abby, I'm fine."
Hydrate.
She's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Yes,
Like
ma'am."
you sweat your whole like you sweat every drink you've drunk. It's just been sweating out of your pores.
Like I'm trying to be like a grown man here. I'm like, "Abby, I'm fine."
No.
She's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am."
Straight up. Just give
No
me the
problem.
Alexa. Get me a Pedialyte and
I'm
wet
like,
wipes.
yeah. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I had a moment of brilliance at the wedding.
Nice.
So my brother's coworker comes up to me and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" and it's an Italian wedding. So he's like,
Wonderful.
he's like, your brother got sauce on him.
The fucking sauce. The
I'm like,
marinara.
yeah, and I'm like, of course. So I'm like, where is he? And I'm getting serious. I'm like, where is he? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I pull out the Tide to Go. I'm like, where is he? And he's like, he's in there,
Did
and
it
that's
work?
impressive. Yeah, yeah.
It did?
But his coworker was like, he's in there, and I'm not even mad anymore. That's impressive.
You have to have, especially we always have one on hand because we have kids, so we're always pulling that bad boy out.
You know, my brother's in his early 30s. You have an excuse.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
We never really grow up.
Yeah, well, I do the same thing, but I think I'd also be like, listen.
I would be the guy right there just trying to suck it off my shirt.
I'd be like, Maddie, listen, let's go. Like, I'll take you outside. I'll take you into the bathroom. I'll clean you up.
Don't look at me.
Bro, you're the star here. You can't be looking like that, like brother, like, come on.
You don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, and if he would have been like, I'm doing it, all right, bro, it's your wedding. You do you, cuz. I tried. Like, you do
Fuck
you,
it, let's
cuz.
make the memories. Fuck it.
Yeah. As he's like, dude, and this is a moment. So we're literally at the altar at the like ceremony. Yeah.
Right.
We're sitting in a line. It's the maid of honor, my sister-in-law, my brother, me, and I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear like the crinkling of a wrapper. I'm like,
that's me.
He pulled it out of his pocket.
That reminds me, I have an almond joy there. I need
my mouth. I was just like
that's
while the
perfect
priest
timing.
is speaking,
so
and
loud.
like,
the acoustics on that were brilliant.
Dude,
The acoustics on that.
I thought it was somebody in back of me, and I'm like, oh, it's the groom. Okay.
Oh, that guy.
Like, dude, what are you doing?
Thank you, man.
And I'm like, you know what? It's your day. You do whatever you please, bud. Like
you paid for it.
Like I put my hand out, and he's like, oh, I finished it. I'm like, no. Give me the wrapper. I don't want a piece of your granola bar. Like, give me the wrapper.
Valley Crunch?
Yeah.
This is trash.
Yes, but that's what he first thought. He was like, I finished it. I'm like, no. Give me the wrapper.
Like, with your loud snacks.
Yeah. I'm like, it's better if the crunch is on me than you when you're saying I do.
Like, right. What? Come on,
dude. Right, man. Yeah.
It's another one. I have two of them. Yeah. It's the other one now. It's the mother.
All right.
Sick of both of them.
All right, man. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got.
Oh, absolutely, man. Always a pleasure.
Definitely gonna. Yeah, I'll slide into your DMs again soon.
Absolutely, dude. All the time.
Yep. You're good. You're a good dude, and I appreciate this.
I try. Yeah.
Much
flattery will get you everywhere.
So I know you promoted this earlier with the podcast you're doing, but do you have anything else you want to promote, plug, get out there?
Besides the podcast, I'm just doing my little weight loss journey. I'm trying to cut back. I'm down to. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. It's definitely rough, but
nothing's easy.
Gotta grind.
You gotta work
Nothing
for it.
is easy, and coming from a background where I love to play sports and be athletic and be out there. It's it's a grind like everything else in life, and I'm just trying to get out there. I went from a 5X to I'm down to a 3. You know what I'm saying? So we're making progress. Maybe I'll throw some pics up there, some eventually, showing
and if you don't want to answer this, that's cool. How much are you down?
It's actually funny because I went to check today for this purpose.
Yeah, let's go.
But my screen, my scale is fucking dead. So
I was so hyped.
And I knew it, and I knew it. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a great, segue. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I hope he doesn't ask. I'm like, he's probably gonna ask. I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't ask.
Of course, man. Of
He's
course.
gonna ask.
We gotta ask the
He
hard
fucking
ones.
asked.
Dude, the way you hyped it up, you were like, I did it for this show, and I'm like, cool.
Like,
What do we got?
I literally did it, and the shit is busted. I was furious.
We went from
That's called comedy gold.
but yeah, man, like I saw you on season 3, and now I'm seeing you now, and I mean, I can only see you from
I know that's what
shoulders
everybody's
up.
saying, but I don't see it. But
No,
that's
but
just because of me. But everybody sees
yeah,
it.
of course, dude.
You know.
I've seen the videos. I've seen your most recent pictures. Nah, you're looking good, dude. I'm happy for
Thanks,
you.
bro.
Proud
I
of you.
appreciate
Yeah,
man. I definitely.
and dude, would you say 5x to a 3?
Yeah, I went from a 5 to a 3 in a year, right?
That's
Yeah, dude.
incredible.
I went from literally walking to it took like how long did it take to do 1 mile? It took like an hour to do a mile. Now I'm doing 3 miles in an hour. You know what I'm saying? So
It's fantastic.
I'm fucking cranking them out.
Dude,
But
don't.
and it's tough because I am a heavier set, so it's a little rougher on the joints. But it's still good to try and build that
Stamina, that kind of thing.
stamina,
Yeah.
endurance, longevity. I think because
Yeah.
like the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Yep. Endurance.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So like as long as I keep the pain means it's working. So
Yeah. No,
anybody
you're
who's
right.
out there working out and you're like, damn, this shit hurts and I'm tired of this shit. That's because your muscle is rebuilding to be a fucking mountain. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So just keep working, keep rebuilding, take your downtime serious, try to lay off the snacks as much as possible and maybe try to stop eating after 8. And
Mm,
we're still going. We're not there
there you go.
yet. But we'll see what happens. I'm still trying. A lot of people would have gave up already.
Yeah, no, keep it moving, dude. Dude, don't sell yourself short in a year.
I know
That's
I
awesome.
am, right? I sound terrible. I sound fucking.
Yeah, no, don't. Well, I honestly, I think everybody does that. They're just like, if
Yeah,
they're
right.
doing it, they're like,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
But when you hear it, when you're on the other side of it, you're like, yeah, that's
Right.
amazing. Like that's
That
awesome.
is pretty dope. Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and before we head out, my editor has one last question for you.
Yes,
Danny, how do you feel that Ryan Gosling is the new Black Panther? That's not real, but
that's wild. What version of Black Panther is that?
yeah, like there's no way he's like the legitimate.
Is it gonna be like Drive, where he doesn't say nothing and he's just? That would be something to watch, I guess. Because it's a Marvel movie, but I don't know. It's tough because R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Mhm. Yeah,
I
five
don't know
years
if they
now.
even. I don't know if they should even touch it. They said it's a great. I'd love Killmonger. I don't know. It's crazy, yo. It's rough. It's a tough subject. That's definitely a great question,
Mhm.
but I don't know how it would feel. Even watching it, I probably don't know how it would feel, just because I know Chad and what he went through and everything he did for that role and everything he had to go through prior.
It's yeah, it's the harsh reality, but they're gonna recast. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
I know that's inevitable, but it just
I
depends on who and what timeline and
I feel like if you get Michael B. Jordan, it would be passable because at least
and
you
and
know.
you know what would be fire about that, because I've actually thought about that. That would be a great multiverse.
Yeah,
Like they're
yep,
doing with Robert,
yep.
making him
Killmonger.
Doom,
Yep,
Killmonger being now he's actually the Black Panther. That would be
yep,
sick. That would
yep.
be
That
sick.
would
You know what I mean?
it's
That would be a crazy. Yeah. I think they should do it
the,
like that.
the two names I want Michael B. Jordan. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I feel like they would have done it already if
Right.
maybe he passed on it because he didn't want to do it. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
because it's
also
a rough. Yeah, it's touchy. You know what I mean?
yeah, because like that was his boy, that was his co-star, and it was like,
Yeah.
also Aldous Hodge. I don't know if you know the name. Have you seen
Aldous Hodge. That sounds
you ever
super familiar.
you ever see Black Adam?
Black Adam. Yep, with The Rock.
Yeah, he's Hawkman in that movie. That's him. Yeah.
And who is he gonna be?
Black Panther, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
Because the rumor a while ago was that they offered the role of Black Panther to somebody already in the superhero universe, and he was in Black Adam.
No, we got to bring somebody else new.
Yeah, that's
We
what
should bring in. We should bring in Denzel's son.
I thought about him for Kang.
Or Kang.
Yeah, but Kang they're going away with that. So, I mean, maybe down the line they could bring.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Or
right
he
now,
could be
Kang
Blade too, because I don't like Marshala as Blade. I feel he's too skinny. Yeah. I feel he's too. I don't think he's gonna have the athleticism to be able to pull that off, like how Wesley did. Because that is a high bar. Even though the last couple of Blades were awful, it was still a great movie to grow up with. Watching Blade fuck shit up. Frost. You know what I mean?
Dude, when he showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine,
hard.
There's only been a few movie moments that have left my jaw on the floor.
Right.
Him showing up was one of them.
And they kept it so quiet. That was crazy.
Yeah. I was just like, I want him to be Blade again. I really do. Like, I get it. You want young blood in there.
He should be the new Whistler.
I could see that.
You know, like he's Blade. Now there's a new Blade, and he's the Whistler now. Now that Whistler's gone or whatever, you know what I mean? They should do something like that. That would be killer.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah. Right. We'll have to. Hey, next year I'll have you on before Spider-Man, and we can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And hopefully claim to fame's back then.
Fingers crossed, man. I hope so. That'll be so dope.
Because Spider-Man's
nice thing to talk about. Right.
Yeah.
And GTA 6, I think, too.
Is that May of next year?
I think that's finally making an appearance eventually somewhere down the line.
Somewhere in the multiverse it's coming.
Right, somewhere in the multiverse. It's already out.
Or it's not. We just don't know.
Not. And it was never made. Ever.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Thank you so much again for coming on. I enjoyed this conversation. This was a blast.
Absolutely, man. It's always a pleasure.
We'll be in touch. Keep up with the journey.
Thank you so
much. You look good. Keep it up. And thank you again. And until next time, make sure you hit that like button.
Smash that.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe.
Smash it, Daddy. All you got to do is hit that like button, Daddy. Right now. Smash it.
And tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern, my review of Weapons drops. So, yeah.
It's a goodie.
Spoiler review, but, I like to spoil things. So, but until next time, thank you to Danny for joining me, as always. And I am Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, and we will see you guys next time. Later.
Later, guys.
Bobby's Breakdowns.